Have some gnocchi. Cheers! Hello!
Cheers!
Cheers! Hey, folks!
I need to open mine.
It is conducive to drinking a drink to have it open, yeah. Welcome to Deep Fried Neurons! We're back, baby!
Woo! I said this is our soft launch. I would call this our soft launch.
Soft, yeah, no, that's true. We are, however, streaming to the internet. Ish. There's people can watch us if they want.
That's true.
Yeah, and we can drink online. It's not required to be streaming, but yeah. Anyway,
drinking.
Hi.
What are you drinking, Barb?
Oh, I'm drinking Newcastle. I'm being very basic.
Hey, nothing basic about Newcastle. It's a fine beverage.
It is a fine beverage. I approve. This is basic in that, like, this is kind of fairly standard.
It's your go-to beverage.
It's one of a few go-tos. Yeah. Just want just a good decent beer. Grab some Newcastle. How about you, Carlin? What are you drinking?
Actually, Todd is drinking beer as well. Yeah.
Oh,
I am drinking Bunny with a chainsaw.
That's the best name. Oh my gosh.
It's so very cute.
And the image. There's daisies at the bottom. Oh,
yeah, see, I blew it. I should have started like this. It's like, oh, I'm drinking Bunny with a chainsaw.
Wait, his cuteness will cut you to pieces.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wait. Double dry hopped hazy India pale ale. That's a whole lot of words to describe your beer.
Yeah, and it's like almost double the standard ABV of most beers. So oops, wrong one.
Oh man. I've never heard of that type before.
Yeah, John Park mentioned it at one point, and then it happened to be at Trader Joe's last time we were at Trader Joe's, so I got some.
Yes.
I'm not a big IPA fan, but you know, the label makes it taste better.
I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna say I'm not. Okay, none of us like IPAs.
Yeah, I don't love IPAs. I do like it when they're called a pumpkin spice latte of beers.
Ouch.
But the Bunny and the Chainsaw really actually does make it taste better.
But they say this is the question: do they have other types of beers aside from IPAs? Because I would really hope.
Oh, this organization, Paperback.
Correct. Yes.
Probably. I've not yet looked. So, like, where do they even make it from? Like, what country? Oh, it's made in California.
How about that?
Nice.
Paperback beer. What are you drinking, Carlin?
I'm also drinking a California beverage. The gin that I got for Christmas. I think I had on the show once before. But this time just like as a regular old gin tonic. With the fancy real quinine tonic that we got. The Trader Joe's tonic is also though pretty good. So I'm drinking the fancy one on air today, but it's the Trader Joe's tonic was fine.
I mean, fancy when like the box of 6, whatever, costs like $8. So you know,
that's true.
Fancy is relative, I guess.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's got to be fancy. It comes in a small serving, like, don't you know?
True.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what makes it looks.
Yeah, they have the really good ginger beer though too. Fever Tree.
Yeah, they're a pretty good organization from what I checked.
Fever Tree's ginger beer will kick you in the teeth. It's good. It's good.
Sounds like the appropriate.
Well, it wouldn't be Deep Fried Neurons if we didn't have an agenda.
Oh, I have an agenda.
Yeah, we're back. And so we've done the what are you drinking? And now it's maybe the thanks for existing.
Sure.
That would be what we do.
Yeah. That would be what we do. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Okay, you go first.
You can go first. I need to share a screen.
Well, you should do that then.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I played a lot of Breath of the Wild earlier this year. This has nothing to do with Breath of the Wild, but it does have to do with Nintendo. There's this crazy group who made their money. The family made their money off of Nintendo, and this is their website. It's nuts. It's like it's just.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god! It's just like I just really like it's like really slow. This is really. I just thought it was so.
Oh, there's some sound.
There is sound.
And
are you like panning around this yourself?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
yeah, it's
crazy.
It's a little. So you can choose between this view and like a more conventional view, but this view is so much more fun.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Stop, Carlin.
I love
mad.
it.
Out of power.
Oh my gosh, I want this. I want to live there.
Yeah, so it's just nuts. I know. I think this is so. The Yamauchi family, I guess, made a lot of money off of Nintendo, and now they have this organization that does all these things. But it's just this crazy website that I just thought was really, really, really playful and lots of fun. And thank you for existing, crazy website. I mean, look at that little yellow thing block. Like rolling around and then making things
changing the color
of the thing as it rolls over it. Like there's just, I feel like you could spend a long time on this website and find all these little details that are pretty great.
This is people doing cool, interesting things with websites.
Yeah,
like you don't. People do interesting things with websites. But I usually kind of like fit, like this goes like, I was going to say this kind of goes sideways. Not literally, but literally also.
Yeah. It's so bizarre. And I'm just so grateful for them for like owning their weirdness. And yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Post the link in the chat so I can post it in the Twitch chat. Or in the agenda or some place.
Yeah. y-n10.com.
Yeah, so and it could be terrible people, like I don't know. But they have a great website.
We have no idea what it says.
It
could be it could be I'm not gonna go there what it could be, but yeah.
Anyway, that's my thanks for existing. This is like weirdo little website.
Thumbs up.
Very like unhighfalutin compared to some of my thanks for existing.
Unhighfalutin.
But thanks, Barb. All right.
Very cool. Okay, who's next? Todd, do you want to go next or shall I?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, I have somehow reached this ripe old age without actually learning Spanish fully, and I'm changing that. So I've been using Duolingo, which is my thanks for existing, because it's cute and it's fun and it gamifies it just enough to have like that little bit of like motivator kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they've got like, I don't know if either of you have used, I'm going to take this off. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. There we go. It's like, it's going to take this off. So it stops distracting me. And now I'm distracted.
Duolingo game.
Duolingo games. I don't know if either of you have used it before. Yes, cool. But I'm really liking the feature of like having a streak of number of days consecutive.
Yeah. I was always bad at that.
Well, see, what I'm especially liking about it is that they have the freezes.
Yeah.
So you can buy with coins, whatever that you earn in the game.
Oh.
Freezes. So if you like miss a day and you have free saved, it'll extend your
That's nice.
your streak.
That's nice.
Which it's like part of it is like, oh, it's kind of cheating, but it's like, does it really matter how long your streak is? It's a motivator.
It's
and if you have to go back to the beginning, that's like demotivating.
Yeah, I think that Duolingo is such a good example of gamification patterns that are really designed to serve the user rather than the application. So it's sort of, it doesn't feel like smarmy. Like when like Snapchat has a streak, you're like, well, who's this for? But Duolingo, I think, really does a good job of like making you like wanting you do things for yourself.
Totally.
I also kind of am always they have like the little characters who are there and kind of dancing around and then give you like a thumbs up or something when you get it right. One of them I think goes like this, but it always looks like she's flipping you off. So every time I see it, she's like there, just like
good job, fucko.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's there to answer Jay's question of like, but what if you like demotivator posters?
Demotivator posters are excellent.
I'm big into.
Do you also like? Sometimes they have these like wacko sentences, like really weird sentences, and then when you're trying to like translate something, and it's like, the fish loves pumpkins. Like, and you're just like,
I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah, some of them, like sometimes they make up these like really bizarre like sentences to translate, and you're like, huh, someone had a day. So I don't know if they're like randomly generated or like statistically generated in terms of like things that go together, or like someone really just like comes up with some of them. But watch out for sentences where you're like, the fox really loves kumquats.
Yeah. Well, okay. So when I was in high school, because I took French then, and because I was young and an idiot, there was we used to watch this this French little TV show thing called Télé Français. And one of the characters was a pineapple. And all the time, everybody who encountered him would be, "Un ananas qui parle, c'est impossible." And he'd be like, "No, c'est possible." So that's another similar, but like they just like built it into everything. Everybody you met, "C'est impossible." But I know, I love it. But then when I got into schedules, and so I'm on days of the week, and so I did a little thing to stick up on here. Let's go big. I made a little thing to stick up by here, and so I can move it around, and it can be hoy es viernes. Viernes.
Oh
Yes, because I was also thinking like, hey, our first project was day of the week.
Oh yes, a good callback.
Nice callback. Nice call. Dios muerto.
Yes, exactly. Hoy es viernes. Sorry, I'm taking myself off this now. Yay!
We still got one.
Nice. I hope so. It's plastic. It's not paper.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's dirty.
Yay. Cool. Dirty. dirty weeks. How about you, Todd?
Well, let's see. How about I just shared a thing.
Oh, so you did.
Oh, the streamer interface has kind of changed. So this, I don't know if it actually is translating, but this is a GIF of the little helicopter that's on Mars right now. There's a tiny helicopter on Mars that's autonomous, like drives itself because, you know, there's no person there to like watch it take off and land. And it's like 8 minutes speed of light between here and Mars. And this is them powering up the little propellers to see if they would spin, and they do. It's not actually taken off yet because, so then this is what I'm really thankful for, the engineers and the rover drivers who are right now preparing to do a firmware update on this helicopter drone on Mars wirelessly. If you've ever had to do firmware updates, you know how this can go wrong.
We need to.
Yeah. So Jay asked, "Is this a drone?" It's like, yes, this is a tiny drone, except the propellers are quite large, so like about 1.2 meters wide because the air is so thin on Mars. It needs like much bigger props. And it was carried on the bottom of the Perseverance rover, and it dropped off. It dropped out of the Perseverance rover belly a couple days ago, and is now sitting tens of meters away from the rover now. And hopefully, once they update the firmware, it will take off and get a cool bird's eye view of the rover doing stuff.
It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah. So this is amazing. And like we've known about it, like those of us who've been following the Mars stuff have known about it for a long time. But it's cool to see it spin its little propellers on Mars, and it's even more amazing that they're going to be doing a firmware update to it.
That's like, I know they shoot stuff into space, but that's some guts.
No, it's like Siri, install for, oh crap.
There's some lag there.
Oh man.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
So yeah. Go Mars JPL engineers for doing that.
So we took a little bit of a break. We took a little bit of it's like really working us through our agenda real fast, aren't I? Gotta go.
Hey, we're already 20 minutes in. Come on, hurry up.
Yeah, break. Come on. Let's go already.
Schedule.
This is my second grade. So we took a little hiatus. We were going to start last week. We started up last week, but the open source hardware conference was last Friday. I hope some of you were able to attend. Todd, I presume you'll, maybe actually that should have been my biggest thing, because it was a really well curated group of people. Really good talks. I recommend. I'm sure they'll put them online if they aren't already.
Oh, the Open Hardware Summit. Yeah.
So that put it off. So this week, we're getting in the habit again. But we haven't all been just doing nothing. I have to say, like, I was really burnt out. Like back at the end of January, like so broken. And what's been really amazing to me is one of the differences that having had my first vaccine makes. Like, I feel like that really was mood altering in a really good way. Like, first there was the announcement that I wasn't going to have to like wait until the fall or something ridiculous in order to get one. And then that there was going to be a date that I would know by when I was going to get one. And then honestly, to have had one already, like, just, oh my God. And yeah, I'm like aware, like, variants could end up being a problem. This may be this like great window in the middle. Things could go wrong again, but just like to feel like at least some progress being made. It's been really nice. It's been really nice. So, but what are some of the things that has happened in the past couple weeks? I know Bar, you want to talk about the art show and
oh yeah. No, I should show. I mean, I can show things, but I was showing it all January. The art show.
Okay.
For just a quick recap, we did a virtual art show as a group effort. I'm not with words right now. Apparently, words are hard.
What are words?
What are words? Words are hard. Oh, first, Paperback Brewing apparently has a whole bunch of stuff. Dr. Strawberry with marshmallows and Strawberry Quick.
I didn't go to strawberry school for 8 years. You gotta call me doctor.
Did I say Mr.? Sorry.
No. You said doctor.
Everyday Zombies, which is another IPA. That's another IPA. That's another IPA. A milkshake orange. There are others. Another gross. IPA. Another IPA. Wait, no. Are these all IPAs? Oh, God. I hope they're not all IPAs. Raised by Wolves. I like that. Oh, crap. Are they all? Oh,
they're probably all IPA because that's like,
American Stout.
All the there's one. Yeah.
The first however many are IPAs. Communist Poodles from Connecticut. American Stout.
That sounds about right.
Satan Wears Pajamas is a red ale.
They got Death of a Disco Dancer. I love that Smith song.
Hollywood Hellcats, All the Right Moves. So many IPAs. Road Rage on the 405. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting some of that.
For sure. Yeah.
Wait, I already have some of that.
Swinger Party. There's a lager. Beyond the Deep.
Lager.
One Night with Nora is a blonde.
Viva Lucha Libre. See, your Duolingo could come in handy there.
There you go. Viva Lucha Libre. Fancy Pants. Oh my gosh. I want Fancy Pants.
All right. I'm getting all these just because they've got clever names and great graphics, even if they don't taste any good.
I know. Wait, but how does yours, you said that tastes pretty good, even though it's
their cans.
Well, it's an IPA,
Their cans are kind of like an art show.
Yeah.
Attack of the Space Cats. They have eye lasers.
No. I mean, I'm getting a 6-pack of that. Just even if it comes in 4-packs, I'm getting a 6-pack.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to find that later. That's happening.
Then I say this comes in pints. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, as we are, art happens. Virtual art show because we wanted to have an art show, and we did, and it happened. And it was great. And we had a whole bunch of talks, and they're all on the YouTubes, and you can see them all. And then there's all of the works are here, and you can go and click and see them if you don't want to go into the gallery. But why would you not want to go into the gallery? Because the freaking gallery,
oh my God,
is like the shit. If I do say so myself. It's a whole thing. It was cool. It was a fun. That's not me, but whatever. That's fine. Skip. I'm somewhere else. I'm not at the beginning. This
is gather.town.
This is gather.town. And the link is on the page. It's not a good long one. But there's a whole thing. And there's a bar with a bot. And there's some plants. And there's a stage. No, go away.
Are there still people in there? That's great.
Wait, what?
Are there still people in there right now?
Not right now. No, it's just me.
Oh, okay, I guess I saw. That's the robot I'm looking at.
Gotcha. The robot is. I would love it if the robot was actually a person right now.
Little AI.
There's all of this little.
Really well.
Yeah, I was very pleased. With how it all went and came together. And it was a whole lot of work, and it was worth it. And I enjoyed it, and I think other folks enjoyed it. And, we have a dance hall. So,
I'm just thinking along, forget the dance hall, which you aren't in yet, but
Yeah, this is loading slow for me for some reason. But like it's a dance hall and you can run around on the dance floor and it changes colors. And there was a DJ and it was cool. It was a robot DJ.
The only dance hall you can go to while you're naked and in the bathroom.
Yeah. True. And then you can dance.
What, Carlin?
I can't see y'all right now. So anyway.
No, it's going really well, and people can still go see all the art, which is really cool. And the talks are all up on YouTube, and you did an amazing job.
So did you. You helped and you did the website, and it was good. It was fun. Yeah, go see it if you haven't seen it, or even if you have, you can go check it out some more. There is a little crash space, and maybe I'll show you more of it someday in there if you can find crash space there.
Do it.
Nice. But you also started another stream, yeah?
I did, because we went on hiatus here, and then my other stream that usually happened on Saturday went on possibly permanent hiatus, probably permanent hiatus. And I said, okay, I need something to structure my weekend. This is not working. And I have also been wanting to get my channel going again. And so it's like, all right, I know that the live streaming thing without having to like do all the prep and all the editing and stuff works well for me. So I'm going to do this and then try to edit some of this stuff down into videos that I can put on my channel. So I've done 3-4 weeks of this, just like an hour on Twitch, twitch.tv/BarbMakesThings.
Is this the puppets?
This is the puppet. Where's the head?
Where's the head?
I can't find the head. It's around here somewhere. Oh, here we go. So it started out as part of a other workshop that I did. And then I built the head of this little thing. And I'm like, okay, that can be a gecko.
That's so good.
There's still like a lot more to be done with it. Clearly the eyes need something and there's sculpting that has to be done. But it can talk. And I need to choose a voice for it, but I don't know what voice.
I don't know what voice. Maybe something like this. That's not bad. It's not bad.
I don't know. Can you sound like the Queen of England?
A gecko that sounds like the Queen of England.
How about Christopher Walken?
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'd have to practice that.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Just
It's hard.
I can't do it now on the spot. I don't have a Christopher Walken. I'll work on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but so I want this to be a puppet, but I wanted to have like other parts of it too. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a Christopher Walken now. So I was like, okay, let's do some limbs here too. So I've got arms, and I tried this one first, where is fixed in place on this kind of wrist brace for right now, and it hinges, but only in this one direction. So I'm like, all right, that's one thing to try. And then I did the other one, but it pivots.
Oh, that's cool.
And that looks a lot better. So
yeah, totally.
I'm going to replace this shoulder one with that. There'll be sticks that attach here, or wires or something.
If you're going to be able to control the arms.
Yeah, be able to control them. Not just like this. I don't have to just go like that. Like an upside down Kermit flail, you know?
Australian Kermit.
Yeah. Australian Kermit. I like it. But I'll do like legs maybe back here. I'll like do something that goes over it. Maybe there's a tail. I don't know. We'll see. I might even put some lights inside because these are ping pong balls.
Totally. Yeah.
Ping pong balls diffuse LEDs so nicely.
Yep.
So very nicely.
Oh. I used to have ping pong balls at my ready, like right here, but I have cleaned up my desk, and so I don't have ping pong balls.
I bet they're still in the garage.
Oh, but I do have this.
That was really really cool. I'm like, what am I looking for? Tell us about your magic.
This is all because of John Park, really. I was playing around. I've been playing around with these Wi-Fi light bulbs, and so I can do things like turn the lights red.
Okay, turning things red.
Maybe. No?
5 minutes later.
Oh, see, normally hilarious. This is hilarious. First time it didn't work. How about turn the lights on?
Okay, the lights are on.
Yeah. Oh well. But what I was working on is this Circuit Python gizmo that lets me switch and turn on and off the light. Oh, I wonder if this is. Oh, this is overriding it. I bet. I think JP had the same problem. So if I unplug this,
red. There you go.
and if I go turn the lights green,
Green.
Oh, there we go.
turn the lights blue,
Okay, blue
Yeah.
is
You're
turn the light
totally-
violet.
violet.
Can you
Coming right
can you
up.
turn them rainbow?
Turn the lights rainbow.
Okay, violet.
Okay, violet. You get last color. Last color. Turn off lights.
It won't just cycle.
Yeah, I guess not. Right. I mean, I just set this up just a few minutes ago, so who knows? There might be some other things I can do.
It should cycle.
But mostly what I've been working on has been making little synth modules. Here's one. This is it all kind of wired up. It like makes synthy stuff. You've seen me make variations of this in the past. So if you're like, this looks familiar, it's like, well, yeah, this is like the third version of something. But then also, you might remember me talking about the the Raspberry Pi Pico. This is a new microcontroller board from Raspberry Pi that doesn't run Linux. It just is a little microcontroller like Arduino. And this one was hooked up as a MIDI keyboard. Let's see if you can hear this or not.
Yeah, we can hear it. We can hear it.
Yeah. So this is capacitive sensors with little resistors as pull downs because you need that. But I thought this was kind of appropriate because we're doing capacitors potentially, and this is all basically human body as capacitor. So yeah. But anyway, whoop whoop.
Nice.
Let me put my headphone back in here.
I like it. I approve.
New arms. Those are cool too. Is this your new Zoom thing? So you can like be cropped like this?
I can be big head.
All right.
This was part of last Cardboard Cabal.
Mm.
Awesome. And you're going to do another one of those tonight, yeah?
Tonight at 7 o'clock, 1 hour from now.
What?
What information?
This is on Barb Makes Things Twitch, right?
No, this is not a live streamed thing. This is just a Google Hangout that is linked to from the Crash Space calendar.
Oh, interesting. Oh, right. I remember seeing this in the calendar.
Thank you. Hey, are you gonna come in cardboard?
I don't know. Maybe. This is kind of exciting.
Cardboard Cabal.
Cardboard Cabal.
Very
It was
exciting.
fun last month. We just kind of played with cardboard. It was good times.
Good time. Like they might be uploading him now.
No. He's right. Big head mode rules.
See, here's what I got to do. I've got to get the green screen going.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I can. I have a thing. I could do it.
Just wear a
Green.
full body green screen.
Like, no. I will. I'll do the
Oh,
green
yeah.
screen behind me, and then like a turtleneck,
Yes.
green turtleneck,
Yep.
and then this,
Yep. Definitely. That's how it works. Yeah.
and color these green. The sticks.
The sticks. Yeah.
Maybe the
Yeah.
sticks might actually add to it.
I think the sticks add to it.
I think so too.
That'd be my vote, but I don't. I think you have to see it in motion.
I could also pop my head through a green screen. That is a good point, JT.
Like in The Shining. Here's Barb.
Well, and then I don't have to wear a green shirt.
Is there a red screen?
Oh dear.
Green rum. Wait, what?
Green rum.
Green rum.
Wait, what does that spell? Nerd.
Oh no.
Mernierg.
Nerd.
Oh my gosh. I'm not nearly drunk enough to be laughing this hard about Mernierg. Oh, but I love it.
Good.
Save us, Carlin.
All right. So I've been doing some things that are more productive, but I want to talk about my new supervisor at work, who's just like brutal.
Kitty.
Your supervisor.
My supervisor, actually, well done. So I've been
It's
doing
Evan
a
and
lot
Caitlin's thing.
of work in the yard away from the computer as part of what I'm doing. So
Pretty flowers.
yeah. So here he is deciding what we're gonna kill today.
Surveying his domain.
Surveying his domain. This is the meadow that was grown for his benefit. This is the parkway with the wildflowers that was also.
This is in the front of our house. It looks so cool with all these wildflowers.
Yeah, it's doing really well, and I have to like.
Wow.
It's actually incredibly time consuming because it sort of looks all of the jumble, but I have to go in and like selectively, carefully pull out the invasive weeds. So it's actually like it looks all like it's chaotic, but it's actually like incredibly time consuming.
It's a carefully crafted.
It's really crafted.
jumble.
It's a little over sweet pea right now. I gotta do something about it. But we grew some ginger. It took a while, but we actually grew some ginger.
Been putting that in the food has been awesome.
Yeah, it actually is edible. Here's a close-up of some of the Clarkia in the parkway. This is our very feral vegetable garden at the moment. The kale has gone to seed. The lettuce has gone everywhere. The lettuce has gotten into the grass.
We have wild lettuce in our yard, in our lawn.
In our lawn. So that was entertaining. So things are going well. It's interesting that like the more sort of like chaotic your yard looks, the more work it is. We did have to put in some trellises, which was sort of interesting. That was sort of an interesting feat. They look very like slender when you look at them in the catalog, but then they have this like giant thing to stabilize them pushing out. And so it's good. It's a good deep garden bed, but so we'll see how those fill in over the summer. And then this is front yard. Things going around. This I thought was really sweet. This is like this little like white poppy also growing in the lawn. As you can see, I'm like really uptight about grass being. So I'm growing a ton of grass for the cat full height in the cat meadow, but then I'm growing not grass in the actual lawn.
Not grass.
Not grass.
So, so it's been good to be like outside, paying attention to the plants, which are like April is really like the best time of year in LA for yard stuff. So it's been between the sort of like having access to like knowing when we're going to have access to a vaccine, getting the vaccine, like being able to go for walks, be in the like beautiful weather that we have right now, I feel like it's night and day mood-wise from where I was in January when we first left off. So I'm pretty excited for what we're going to do next. So
you've been busy. That looks really good, Carlin. I have not seen this. This is cool. There's a whole thing happening here in the chat. We're going to jump it in there.
I don't know about growing Venetian root, but if it's a Mediterranean plant, it'd probably grow well here. We do have some saffron crocuses. They come up in the fall. I did have Artemisia wormwood. I had the wormwood Artemisia at one point, but apparently it goes a little feral. So there's a different California native Artemisia that I have. So
what's an Artemisia?
It's the genus for I could be saying it wrong because I slaughter things regularly, but it's a relative of the wormwood that actually in things like the a lot of the local brewers are using the California native relative. It's a little different, but yeah.
Southern California native wormwood?
No, it's not. It doesn't look anything like wormwood, but it's a California.
But does it get you wrecked like wormwood?
I think I don't know. It is also so one of the things that why wormwood gets you wrecked is because it's actually a little bit killing you. So a lot of these ingredients that are used in cocktails are actually anti-parasitical, or like otherwise used to like kill off parasites or negative microbes in your system, which is part of why they were grown, was because like sort of if you're having like a worm infection, you can have wormwood, and that was what it was good for. And so some of the California native plants that were used similarly could be used. But with all of this stuff, this is where I really recommend the Drunken Botanist and her companion book, Wicked Plants, that if you're going to start growing shit and putting it in alcohol, like, it's funny, she wrote this
what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? So she wrote the book on poisonous plants first, and then she wrote the book on alcoholic botanicals, and through all three of the alcoholic botanical books, she's like, do not try this at home. This can kill you. Because a lot of people who do it professionally are really using fractional distilling in some of it. But so JP, let me know about some of the plants. I will put them back in. I'm willing to grow wormwood. It was doing really well. It's a really hardy plant. So, but if there's something you want to try, we have bay leaves. You can come raid our yard. Absolutely. Yeah, it's fun to grow. It's fun to grow things. I have poppy seeds that I grew from last year. Those haven't come in yet. The poppies. I tend to like grow something one year and then not pick it, and so it maybe shows up again the next year. And a lot of annual plants, but we'll see. Anyway, it's been fun. April is like great in the yard. And then by July, it's sort of like everything's dying because it's a summer deciduous kind of climate. But yeah.
Oh, it's got eyes now. Cool. That's
oh
nice.
Yeah. I didn't show this part before. We don't know why Todd is like this.
Because he's wonderful. We like him.
Yeah, I know. We love it. This has eyes. If they were charged right now, I could turn them on and they would have eyes because they are.
You just pulled off its eyes.
Yeah, pulled the head off. These are.
Clinging to this bottle of gin right now. It's like, oh my god, I'm a scarf.
It's a mask. It's an Adafruit M4 SK mask.
Oh yeah, the Adafruit mask. That's fun.
It does. Yeah. If
Two little displays with the lenses, I think.
just like I have in Nixie's head.
Oh yeah, cool.
I might work on this some more tonight. We'll see.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yes, but it's called Goldie because the eyes that are in here are kind of golden.
I like how the stick makes the head kind of bobble.
Bob the stick.
Yeah, it's very good.
Well,
All right, Carla, what's next on the agenda?
Okay, so next week we're going to do something a little new with this round of deep fried neurons that we didn't do last time, and that we're going to have sort of more of an arc in terms of we're going to probably do this for like 8 to 12 weeks, and it's going to be a circuit every 2 weeks. So the first week we're going to do a circuit, and then the next week we're going to make art with that circuit, or make a project with that circuit. Whether or not it's art or not is not up for any of us to judge. And so we just sort of explore. One of the things that I really liked about at least some of the early deep fried neurons is we come up with a theme, and then all of us would solve the problem very differently. And I feel like it's going to be interesting. There's going to be this one circuit, and that we're all going to maybe do something else with it and be inspired. When we were talking about like what kind of circuits should we do, we're thinking of low part count circuits and no microcontrollers. Maybe some integrated circuits, but generally speaking, it's going to be doing the circuitry, leaning on the circuitry instead of the microcontrollers. I am personally excited about that because I learned electronics in conjunction with my microcontrollers. So really going back to some of the elemental parts is going to be really fun for me. Also, we're going to be moving towards some circuits with op amps maybe, and oscillations in it. And so some of the sound AC kind of things that I am not super familiar with. I'm kind of like a DC girl. I'm also excited about it. What?
I'm a DC girl. Yeah. I mean, you are literally you're from DC.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to start with RC circuits. I mean, I don't think we need to do the LED and resistor circuit, but we're going to start with like an RC circuit. So that's a resistor capacitor circuit. And an RC DC circuit. So it's sort of like why, for me, capacitors, particularly at the beginning, were the thing you stick in your circuit somewhere when your circuit's not working to make it work. And now we're going to see so what are DC, what are capacitors doing in this circuit anyway? So we're just going to start with some simple RC circuits, and then introduce a transistor, and then maybe end up at a multivibrator like in week 3. So that's where we're going. So next week, if people want to play along with the circuit, I will be posting a blog post over the weekend, probably maybe on Monday with a parts list.
Multivibrator scandals.
Yeah. Because we're actually going to be doing this without transistors the first week, you need a pretty hefty, as dare I say, Chanto, Todd, capacitor. Where is my? Hold on, my video. So like in the definitely like 220 microfarad and up. It's like, I know I have 1,000, let me, hold on, actually I have a couple over here.
2 alpha,
You're
470.
gonna want big capacitors. Really bad chairs for next week, and we're gonna talk about yeah. So the recipe should be out this weekend, and so people can learn how to make the circuit the first week, and then like decide what they want to do with it for the second week. And that seemed like more fun than trying to like do it all at once.
Because this is happy hour. It is meant to be chill.
Yeah. I'm not generally like a fan of live making, but maybe I won't pre-prepare a breadboard, but it seems unlikely that I won't. When Barb will, of course, immediately have already made a project. She will have made a capacitor fascinator.
Oh, I love that. I could totally. Oh, that'd be great.
Fascinator.
Cafacinator.
Cafacinator. Yes, that's the.
but PF like Fister.
Yes.
Cafacinator.
Excellent. I love this.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you.
So, what kind of circuits do pirates like? You would think it would be RC, but they actually like things with knife switches. Sorry.
Oh. You could, yeah.
So one of the things that I think is really interesting, and my homework for you all, is to think about the fact that how is it that you can multiply capacitance times resistance and end up with seconds?
I don't know.
Exactly. We'll talk about that next
I'm
week.
going to learn.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I've been heavy in the software lately, so I'm really excited to be.
Timing.
Timing.
Sorry.
Phrasing.
Soft launch.
Yes. Poor Carlin, she has to put up with me all the time.
No, I chose it happily. I get the.
So is this about it? I think we're about done.
I think we're.
Barb starts dancing the robots, where it means we're about done.
Right. Anyway, so get your giant capacitors, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend and all
Cheers.
the other things. Cheers.
Woo.